I thoroughly enjoyed my years on the executive. I just loved it. And when I became president, I was asked if I had any special cause or if there was anything I wanted to do particularly. And I said I wanted to change the name of the organization. And the men, to be honest, laughed at me and said superannuated has been what we were and nobody wants to change it. But when I went to the round the province speaking, every time I spoke about the name. People kept asking me what superannuated meant, and I told them, and they said, oh. And so by the time the Senate came around in the spring, everyone was voting to change the name. And we had a motion, and we changed the name to RTO, Retired Teachers of Ontario, which made much more sense. And then I knew that once we did that, we would start branding. And so we hired a firm and we did the brand. And then they said, give us your idea of the logo. And it was the idea that Bill and Val decided on that was finally, or handed in. And this pin is the very first pin that presidents had with the new logo. The other thing that was going on was we knew that we had to leave the offices we rented. So we thought about it and we decided that we would think about buying. And we finally decided on the building where we are now. And I think that was a very important decision. This was all about the time of the 25th anniversary. And so it is very interesting that this is the 50th anniversary, and this was all happening around the 25th. And we were hoping that we would gather more members because we were trying to do that. And obviously we started something and it went on, because now I believe there are 74,000 members. Couldn't believe it. I loved going around the province and meeting people in the different districts and speaking to them and listening to what they had to say. And really, it was an icebreaker for me when I went around the province, because they began to laugh and chuckle. I think people are beginning to recognize, not just RTO, but all over, that people who are retired aren't necessarily unable to do anything. I mean, they're full of life, and of course people are retiring earlier. So I think the magazine's a huge plus, and it's well done. The medical care, Johnson & Johnson, has been tremendous. And I think the new foundation is tremendous. I think that was an excellent decision.